Well, let's go back, Fath, while we're talking about this, to your early professional days when you were at Morgan Studios, or you were signed to Morgan Studios. Tell us a bit about Morgan Studios.
Well, so we got signed to Morgan Studios. Did two.
Where are Morgan Studios?
Willesden.
And they're still there now, aren't they?
They are.
Is that where Phil Collins borrowed you?
Oh no, that's another story.
Oh,
you see?
See, there's another one.
You know, get on with this one. Then
so anyway, Morgan
Phil
Studios.
Collins.
Just a couple of little things. We were there just reducing down or mixing down a single.
You see that? Yeah, that was a culinary term then, reducing down, wasn't it?
I got it mixed
You were thinking
up.
like that was a rich sauce.
Anyway, so I went outside for a fag, and I was stood out in the doorway just having a fag and getting a bit pissed off because it was just boring. There was nothing to do.
Bit like you talking now.
Yeah, a bit like me. And this voice says, "I don't suppose you know what the West Ham score was tonight." I said, "I'm sorry, mate," without looking who it was, and it was Ray Davis out of the Kinks because
excellent.
They were in another studio.
Excellent. That must have been early days because obviously they had their own studios, still do up in Muswell Hill.
I think the favourite one
was
there was two favourite one was Morgan Studios. Our guitarist Andy McCann from just outside of Manchester. We were sat in the little restaurant bar at Morgan, and it was frequented by everybody basically that used to use it. So you get a lot of famous people in there. And the particular night were the Kinks. All sat down having a meal, and we were sat at the next table having a few drinks. And Andy, unbeknown to us, years before, had done a support gig to the Kinks, and he would not shut up. "All right, Mick," to the drummer Mick Avey. "All right, Mick, don't remember me, do you?" "Oh no, please." And Mick Avey always said, "Well, no, I don't." You do. Such and such venue, wherever it was. We did support.
And you were embarrassed?
Absolutely. We were all
now
of us.
You know how Gavin and I feel about you then. This is how we permanently feel about you.
No, the Phil Collins one was
squirming.
In Ilford Tiffany's, at that time, a lot of bands used to use the big venues to test out the PA or rehearse. And Genesis were there rehearsing. And we just went down to watch them. And Phil Collins says, "What size shoe you are?" Which we all thought was a bit strange. And I said 8. He says, "Oh," he said, "it's too big." What size is yours?" Speaking to the keyboard player Bill. And he said something like 7. "Oh," I said, "any chance of borrowing your shoes?" And he actually lent the shoes to
Phil Collins.
He was a nice bloke as well.
Did he get him back?
Oh yeah.
Did he say, "Do you want to borrow my jacket as well?" And Phil said, "No jacket required."
No.
Hey?
That's where it started.
That's probably where it started.
But it shows you how things have changed because we got talking.
Because drummers simply don't borrow people's shoes anymore. Not like the old days.
Nick them. And we were talking to him and we were saying, "How's it all going?" And they were that skint.
Who? Genesis.
Were that skint that it was a toss-up of getting an amp looked at or a new cymbal for Phil Collins. That's how skint they were.
And which did they get? Do you know?
I think, no, not really, but I presume it was the amp.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
You don't know.
I've got money on the cymbal.
But he was a really, really nice bloke.
Hey, I'm sure he
I'm
is.
not surprised you had a new cymbal.
Yeah.
And when Curved Air, they practiced there. The girl singer, which names eludes me now, she was lovely.
So
anyway,
Sonia Christian.
That's it. No, something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
because it was Copeland on drums.
That was his wife.
Aaron Copeland.
No.
He was married to her.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think Bill knew that.
Right. Well, I don't know. None of that was very rock and roll.
No, it wasn't really.
You know, and I thought the bit about the ankle was rock and roll.
Right.
What other breaks have you had?
Well, any other broken bones that you can report, Fad?
Not really.
Car crashes?
Heart?
Oh, I had a car
Your
crash.
broken heart?
Come on then.
I had a car crash, wrote a car off in the North Circular Road. Well, I didn't actually write it off. My brother was driving and I went through a windscreen.
Yeah, because that was recently. That was quite rock and roll.
Yeah.
And how many had he had?
I can't remember. Can't remember. I'm not proud of it, but...
Yeah, because there's a question actually here from Dave from Lancaster, which sort of runs onto this, which is, have any of the band members ever killed a man?
Only with kindness.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. What about you, Father?
That's a good question.
Have you ever killed a man?
I've had a go, but it never worked out.
Never success.
No.
Actually, I was wrong. It doesn't say killed. Has any of the band members ever kissed a man?
I've killed a hamster.
Yeah, I remember that. Is that the one that you buried alive?
Well, debatable.
Yeah. Well, I remember that hamster because you could get over 30 peanuts in its mouth.
You could. It was.
Gavin and I were childhood friends, so I know this.
We could load up. I mean,
I remember loading.
Mouth.
What was he called? He was called
Sparky.
Sparky.
And I found him one day, and I thought he was dead because I thought rigor mortis had set in. So I went and buried him, and then somebody told me. So I said, "Oh, hamster's died." And he said,
It's just coming through the...
No, it was buried. I buried it, and somebody says, "Well, they hibernate."
I've got a hamster one.
Go on, man.
It wasn't my hamster. I went to my sister-in-law's one Christmas, and we've all had a few drinks, and there was this plastic ball on the lounge floor. And it was a big knock-through lounge, and so me and my brother-in-law decided to play football, and we were using the curtains as a goal, just hitting it and banging it up on the curtains. And then my sister-in-law come and said, "Do you realise that's a pet hamster in there?"
There was a hamster actually in it.
One of them things you were... I know. Well,
Yeah.
I stroked it up. It was all right. It was alive.
Right, loved it.
At the time of his
He
life.
come out and said, "Can I be on your side?" So,
So answer the question. Have any of the band members ever kissed a man?
not like.
Not with passion.
No, not with tongues or anything like that.
No. Like I've come clean here. I've kissed my dad.
Oh, well, there you are.
You know, but nothing passionate. You know, but I'm heterosexual. Nothing against the homosexual side of things, but
Nothing against the man love.
no, nothing against man love. Just haven't indulged myself.
That's just...
What about you, Faz?
Coming on to that. No, not really. No, not like a gay kiss or anything like that.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, we're really pushing the bounds of liberalness here, aren't we? It's almost like we're Scandinavian. For
I had a
moment.
very good friend who was gay,
Or Dutch.
who propositioned me one day, but
Did you think twice?
no,
No.
I declined.
Yeah. You see, there was no
Well,
no element of pause and
No,
you know, shall I, shan't I?
no,
It was
no.
a straight away, no, I shan't. So it's fair to say we're all red-blooded guys. It's good. It's very rock and roll. We're
Yeah.
red-blood. Actually, that's debatable. I know Gavin and I are red. We're not actually sure that you are red-blooded, though, because of your age.
Well, yeah,
There's not actually any evidence that you've got haemoglobin in your. You've got this strange
well, I don't know
sort
what
of-
it is, to be honest.
Cretaceous period blood.
Yeah, it just sort of...
It's like antifreeze. Isn't
Well, it
It's
is. It's
more
a bit
like
of a blue colour. Just pours out. In fact, yeah.
But it's
I
true
can't
to
remember.
Pours in as
true
well.
to say he never frozen up.